It looks like that the American government is keeping up with its tradition. Not only are they spying on us, the citizens that actually pay for the function of the government, and not only do we have drones in Afghanistan and Pakistan, Iraq, and flying over the United States of America and the rest of the world. And not only are we killing and murdering a bunch of innocent civilians and calling them collateral damage, but now even the United States of America can't even trust its own allies. European officials lash out at new NSA spying report. They lash out at it literally. Berlin. A top German official accused the United States on Sunday of using Cold War methods against its allies after a German magazine cited secret intelligence documents to claim that the U.S. spies bugged European Union offices. The Justice Minister Sabine, and I don't know how to pronounce German names, okay? Even though I lived 3 years in Germany, I don't know how to pronounce German names. Was responding to a report by German News Weekly, Dr. Der Siebel, which claimed that the U.S. National Security Agency eavesdrops on EU officials in Washington, New York, and Brussels. The magazine cited classified. Did y'all hear that? Classified. Let me move this article here for a second. That's what the United States cited, classified. Or the magazine cited classified U.S. document taken by a former NSA contractor, Edward Snowden, that it said it had partly seen. And if the media reports are accurate, then this recalls the methods used by enemies during Cold War, said in a statement to the Associated Press. And of course, the statement to the Associated Press by these offended Europeans is, it is beyond comprehension that our friends in the United States see Europeans as enemies, she said, calling for an immediate comprehensive response from the U.S. government to the claims. Other European officials demand an explanation from the U.S. I am deeply worried and shocked about the allegations, European Parliament President Mark Schultz said in a statement, according to CNN. If the allegations prove to be true, it would be an extremely serious matter which will have a severe impact on EU/US relations. On behalf of the European Parliament, I demand a full clarification and require further information speedily from the U.S. authorities with regard to these allegations. Well, you don't need no comprehensive report. You don't need an investigation. It's all true. Anytime the President of the United States' mouth is moving, he's lying. It's a proven track record. It's proven fact. Anytime this Congress, whether they be Republican, Democrats, rats, independents, make no difference. If their mouth is moving, they're lying. The political grandstanding and stage playing, the American people are not buying it. Matter of fact, the whole world is not buying it. We see that the New World Order is in effect because they are doing exactly what their plans say they're going to do, which is stamp out all residue and resistance. Now we're watching an attitude take place worldwide where people cannot protest their government for redress and agreements, and if you do, you either get maced, shot with rubber bullets, beat up, handcuffed, and stuffed into a jail. And according to the NDAA, we can leave you there indefinitely. And of course, we see that all resistance that this New World Order is putting, that they, anytime the people rise up, they're not putting up with. So this New World Order and all these police who choose to side with the governments of this world, they don't care nothing about the citizenry. They don't care nothing about your civil liberties or so-called perceived rights. You need to understand that your rights derive simply because you live and breathe. They come from the Almighty Yah himself. And most people, I don't know how many times I can get on here and thunder and do whatever I can to inform you of what's going on. Because most of us are mind numb and choose to, hey, we don't mind sitting there and looking at a bunch of movies and stuff, but we're not too sensitive about the nature of things that's going on. And of course, it's in the best interest of the powers that be to keep you lulled asleep and preoccupied and in a state of chaotic fear with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Let's read a little bit more. The revelations coming at a particular sensitive time in EU-US relations, as long awaited talks about the new trade pact are scheduled to begin next week. It is unclear how that the latest report of the NSA spying are going to affect them, but the trade pact has been a centerpiece of the Obama administration diplomatic efforts in Europe for some time. According to Distrust, the NSA planted bugs in the EU's diplomatic offices in Washington and infiltrated the building's computers networks. Similar measures were taken at the EU missions to the United Nations in New York, the magazine said. And it's all true. It's all true. Every bit of it is true. The guy Der Spiegel didn't publish and the alleged NSA documents and cited or said how it obtained access to them. But one of the report's authors of Laura, whatever her name is, an award-winning documentary film who interviewed Snowden while he was holding in Hong Kong. The magazine also, let me move this up a little bit, didn't specify how it learned that the NSA alleged eavesdropping efforts at a key European or EU office in Brussels. There, the NSA used secure facilities at NATO headquarters nearby to dial into telephone magazine systems that would have allowed it to intercept senior EU officials' calls and internet trafficking. Dr. Siegel reported, saying, hey, it's all true. The United States are spies. We're bootlickers, we're jacklegs. Our government can't be trusted. We broke every treaty we've ever made to anybody in the world in the history, in the inception of the United States. So therefore, we cannot be trusted. Our news media is hijacked. The country is hijacked. The banking system is hijacked. It's all messed up. So this report is true. We are eavesdropping on every country. Germany was alleged to focus on the European spying, according to The Guardian, categorizing Washington's key European ally along China, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia in the intensity of the electronic snooping. During a trip to Europe 2 weeks ago, President Obama assured an audience in Germany that America is not indiscriminately rifling through the emails of ordinary European citizens, describing the national security agent's surveillance program as a circumscribed system that has averted threats in America, Germany, and elsewhere. Urged EU Commission's President Jose to take personal responsibility for investigating the allegations. All they're going to do is just cover up and everything. It ain't going to do no good. But anyway, it's a pretty long article. You can go ahead and read it if you want to. I may include a link down there below. But it's all true. It's all true. World, United States cannot be trusted. That's all there's to it. Our sinking shipping. There are more banks that's already out to sea, that is already dead. They're just waiting to be washed up the shore so that the people can see it. But those of us who are informed, they constantly try to keep you informed. We clearly tell you exactly what's going on, what's happening. We're printing money to the tune of $85 billion a month. They're sitting there in the banks. It's not being used so that banks can sit there and play gambling with the money that is printed out of thin air. And so we're debasing the dollar as quick as we can, because all the rats understand that when the Titanic is sinking, it's time for us to get the life raft and the right lifeboats for those who are filthy rich. And you poor folks, we're going to lock you in the gullies and the valleys, and then we're going to let you sink with the ship along with the captain. But if those of us who understand that there's nothing patriotic about this country, all patriotism is gone, it's lost. It's nothing but individuals who are set with one mind, one heart, one accord, and understand this and know what they need to do in order to survive this tsunami that is quickly to be seen in the United States of America. We're in a state of depression. We have been in a depression for over 4 years now. And the only reason why you can't tell it is because of the government subsidiarities, along with the printing of money out of thin air, is bringing forth an illusion of prosperity. And as long as you don't see all these things collapsing, but you ought to ask some of these people who lost their homes, who've been paying 20 years on these homes, who lost their jobs, paying 20 years on a home, now they don't have anything. And now the home is going back to the bank. That's why I say you're a fool to sit there and think you're a homeowner as long as you're paying a note on it. Somebody said, well, what about taxes, Pastor Down? We'll render Caesar things that are Caesar. Things that belong to Yah. We'll flip a coin, silver that is, and pay our taxes. That's wisdom, and that's the truth, straight way.